All right, let's get going. All right. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of almost 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of trade planning. Let me remind you that even with planning your trades, trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Hey, my name is Wayne. I'm in extraordinary pain today. It happened yesterday. I don't know. It did something to my neck, my back. I don't know, something. But I'm messed up. So this is going to be quick and easy. Let me know how it can help. The best thing is to use the 6,000 or 5,000, whatever it is, videos on YouTube associated with my work. In the description below, there's a link to a free Forex training course on YouTube. You don't have to give me your email or credit card or anything like that. You'll also find a link to my book. You'll find a link to fxbootcamp.com, 65 hours of foreign exchange trading for $88. Yeah, that's it. Pretty good. You'll also find a link to tradersway.com. We all need a broker, but we all would like one that has a business model that's symbiotic. You want a broker that's trustworthy, ethical, and one that's earned your loyalty and respect. Traders Way learned my loyalty and respect almost 8 years ago now. I recommend you check them out. I do. Tradersway.com. The link is in the description below. Go for physiotherapy, buddy. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't have time. So anywho, let's look around the world. Pound is weakening. Kiwi is weakening. Dollar's getting strong. Yen is weakening. Euro is weakening. CAD is going up. And then we're waiting for Aussie. Now, this is what we've been expecting. For those that are part of my secret fundamental analysis service, you're going, oh my God, right on the money. Right on the money. Awesomeness. So very cool. And also with the day trading group. Right on the money. So we'll go through that today quickly, and then we'll move on.com. Let's start with the yen pairs. And you're like, why not the dollar pairs? Yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. So Euro being sort of let me get rid of this. Euro being the anti-dollar is now went from, very interestingly strong, especially relative to the yen, to suddenly not as strong as it used to be. Okay? Doesn't mean it's over. It just means the dollar's strong. Nin says, you were right yesterday. Euro down. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so far you can see I still have my stop at break even. Okay. I can move it a little bit higher, I suppose. It was up about 100 and something pips. Looking at pound should also start coming down. Also, so you can see I was in at, what is that, 165.80. It was as high as 167.50. Amazing, right? So I can still lock in, I'll lock in 50 pips profit. Why not? Okay. Now, CAD is the one we wanted the most. It makes the most sense. It has the best carry, and it's doing very well. You can see the trade plan that we created last week. Way back on Thursday of last week, we were really high. We said we wanted a very significant pullback to this 108.75 area, and then it should be heading back up. And look at that. It came down to exactly 108.75. and now has made a higher high. Very, very hopeful, but remember, it's got the best carry. Kiwi getting crushed. Simple. Okay? USD yen, this is what we talked about yesterday. I moved my stop to protect 400 pips, I think. The stop was at 141.50. It's actually 141.40. And now we're at 144.40, so it's up another 300 pips. So I can lock in. Actually, that was 500 pips. Almost 500 pips. Now I can lock in 700 pips. How does that sound? My worst case scenario is 700 pips profit. Hey, that's not bad. And then taking a look at Aussie. Okay, up, down, turn around. Aussie was way up and then has come back down. I think I hit profit target on that one. Okay. So you can see Aussie and Kiwi are weak. Now, let's go over to the dollar pairs. Okay. Now, what I wanted to get to is these daily. You can see everything's set on daily and weekly. So I'll just go through the day trading plans, just so you know. Okay. Now, these are scalps that I have on. Unfortunately, I'm effed up today, so I wasn't able to grab most of these at the price I wanted. But anyways, okay, that's the line in the sand we were observing for entry. You can see I even have it marked out that way. And so far, so good. Okay, the sell was supposed to be at 69-ish. And we're now at 67-ish. So if you carried out the day plan as prescribed, you should be around what? $1.50, 150 pips on that. On this one, we had our line was here, somewhere around 61.5. We are now at 60 and a quarter, so that should be about 100 pips profit, a little bit more. My scalp is here. I'm going to break even all these scalps. Okay, they're just scalps because I'm so late. Here's the other one from last night. Okay, here's the line in the sand. Okay, that is 101.50, 101.75, 101.50, whatever. And we're now back at parity. So again, that should be about 150 pips from last night. But the thing is, this whole time, okay, everyone in the day trading group can confirm the whole time as it's going up, I said, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. CPI, and then the next one is the Fed meeting. I don't know which one, of course, but we were at the right price. Look at the line here, man. That's why I use these moving averages. Okay, so you should be approaching, again, well over 100 pips. But the thing is, what we've been talking about is lining up the fundamentals with the technicals. Johnny said he got access to the secret fundamental service that suggested such a move that we were looking for down, yet price was up. So you have to wait for it to, you have to wait for congruency between price action and market forces. So for all the professional subscribers to that super secret service, you have direct access to the cloud now. You probably got 2 invitations, by the way. I invited you to the cloud on the wrong account. So I re-invited you with the right account. So if you got 2, I apologize for that. It shouldn't really make a difference. But I shouldn't invite you personally, right? So anyways. And then lastly, we'll go to pound dog. Okay. And this is the price that we had for the sell. And you can see we created that last week. I want you to think about that. You should join the swing trading group, guys. On Thursday, we had this going all the way up to that to that purple zone around, what is that, 117? Something about around 117. And then we have it coming all the way down to 112-ish for approximately 500 pips. Well, we were at 117-ish and now we're at 115-ish. So that should be 150 to 200 pips. The point I'm trying to make is we're lining up technicals with fundamentals, and we had to wait days, almost a week, to get the price what we wanted. And that's called trade planning, planning ahead, not backwards. Okay? Cool. And all these little trades I have now are just scalps, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll move this to break even. That one's break even. I'll move this to break even. I'll move that to break even. And it's just, I'm screwed up physically. So, you know, about 3-4 weeks ago, I said I was going to work on life balance. I've been an underachiever on that. And my wife's been telling me, and now my body's been telling me. So let that be a lesson to you. I'm so screwed up physically right now. I even took a bubble bath this morning. Can you imagine? A man, a Canadian male, taking a bubble bath in the morning. I know, sounds like sissy land. Okay, and then what? High inflation leading to a recession does what for oil? Uh-huh. Okay, it's Tuesday. We have one of the oil inventory reports coming out. Okay, but also, so tomorrow we got another oil inventory come out. We have the monthly OPEC meeting. Today, I think the report is, or was it yesterday? I think it's today the monthly OPEC report comes out. So that's another opportunity to do some reading. There's news coming out that even though the rig count is up, the Permian rig count is below historic highs, but not rising. The Permian Basin rig count is lower than it should be and not going up. It's stagnant, maybe even declining. Does that matter? The Permian Basin produces more oil for the United States of America than most OPEC countries. Okay. Doc Jojo says, what's the target for euro dollar and pound dollar if one was a bear? Well, are you a scalper, a spotter, a swinger, a positioner? I don't know what your trade plan is. Okay. In some cases, the target, I could just say end of October. That's a time-based target, not a price-based target. Okay. And here we go. This is what I've been talking about with gold as well. Okay. Once again, doing exactly what we expected. Thank you, gold. I'm disappointed with oil, but I understand oil. Oil's going to change, I'm telling you. But anyways, gold's doing what we wanted it to do. Yen is doing what we wanted it to do. US dollar's doing what we wanted it to do. Bravo! Bravissimo! So today's a good day. Yeah. So I'm going to go sit. and with my laptop outside and the morning sun sparkling over on the water, and listening to the geese. I saw it looked like a swan, but I think it's a white goose. Good enough. That's a Georgian swan swimming around on the lake. So that's got to be a good omen. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with this thought. My super secret service that analyzes fundamental data in the form of, it's actually macroeconomic data. It calculates, it pulls, analyzes, and calculates a scoring mechanism for many, many, many different economic indicators. And then it looks at the flow of capital. It looks at seasonality. It does a technical analysis. And it gathers all that data, analyzes it through artificial intelligence. It does everything in real time because it's sitting on the Google Cloud. I've just given all the first subscribers to the professional service direct access to the database. So now they plug right in. There's also a retail service where you get weekly reports. Okay, that's all there. So I'm just planting the seed. If you don't know about it, you'll know about it soon. And for those that are in it, I'm thinking you're loving it. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for future emails where I'm going to launch that. And I'm going to do a full presentation so you can be informed about that. Burns says, is your oil conference still on this weekend? Thank you for reminding me. Yes. This weekend, there's a crash course. So you can do all 10 weeks of subject matter in 3 days. Frank says, when does the Super Secret Service get updated? It gets updated in near real time. But really, the answer for a lot of the data is at end of day. But a lot of it is pulled in faster than that. But things like trend, when the AI is analyzing the technical trend, it's using daily candles. Okay. Remember, it's fundamental analysis of macroeconomics, capital flow, seasonality, right? And technical analysis. So it's not quick. It's not going to say, oh, look what just happened. Now sell. No, what it did was, as gold was going up, it said, that is technically moving up. Okay? Let's say on that time frame. What it's saying is, technically that's going up, and that is not aligned with the fundamentals. Now, it might be aligned with seasonality. You have to look at that. But what it's saying is, it is going up. So a trend that's going up, a technical trend would, let's say, be scored +1 or +2, depending on the strength. Okay? In technical trend. But the rest, fundamentally, and based on positions of institutional investors, the other score might be a -6. When you look at macroeconomics, seasonality, institutional positioning, all that kind of stuff. And it even looks at retail positioning. But let's say the overall fundamental score, oh my God, my neck is just shot, okay, is a -6. But right now, because it's technically up, let's say it gets a +2. So it's only a -4. Okay, but what it's saying is, it's a -4. This should be bearish. Okay? Think of it that way. Not it should be. It is fundamentally bearish. You have to think about it that way. It is fundamentally bearish. But it's going up in price. So there's a misalignment. Okay? So you could look to get short when you have technical permission, whatever methodology you use. Okay? Okay? Whatever methodology you use, you should wait and look to get short. Now you might just say, oh, well, a whole week and a half ago, this started rising technically, and then it hit the daily 21. Look what it did. And that's what one would expect. But the thing is, most retail traders don't know what to expect. So, some profit taking and potentially a resumption of trend. Why? Because it fundamentally should. So will that give you an edge? Plausibly. It's not going to make you filthy stinking rich, but you'll trade more like a professional trader than ever before. And that's the revolution I want to bring to you. Even though I've been teaching this for 20 years. Oh my God. For 20 years, I've been teaching how to separate price from the market. And now my new super secret service is yet another tool that will help you differentiate what is happening on the medium and long term, and of course the rationale for it. Because remember, there's a why to all of this. Why is this happening? Well, there's a reason. And institutional traders, they're not guessing, they're not chasing, they're not making it up. They're investing billions of dollars in their portfolio based on sound logic and reason. The thing is, the average retail Forex trader or any retail investor, they don't have quantitative analysis in their toolkit. They don't have a macroeconomics degree. They don't have a quant that has a PhD in statistical analysis. They just don't have all of that. So what happens is they only have price, and they do well for, like, here's the problem. Here's what probably happens in retail. They're making money for a while, and then they keep doing that, and then it's not working, and then they do the opposite, and that works for a day or two, and then the whole thing collapses. And guess what is the output of that? They feel like their broker's trading against them, or the market's manipulated, or that's market makers, taking out all the stops. Whatever, dude. Or maybe that's just what's happening. And what's the logic of this? The Fed is killing inflation, so you don't need gold to hedge inflation. Okay? Frank, right? Yeah. How does one qualify for it? Here's how you do it, Frank. In the professional subscription, type this in and receive a $300 off per year, which is a big discount. Okay, that'll save you $300 per year. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go sit in my misery the rest of the day. I hope I'll feel better for the oil trading course tomorrow, but I'll be obviously working on it today because that's how you invent the future. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But anyways, I just want to slap you on the back for those that have been patiently waiting and setting up their trades. Today you've been rewarded. I think many of you have hundreds of pips, maybe even 1,000 pip day. and those feel good. But remember, trading's difficult. You have good days and you have mediocre days. Hopefully we're past the whole bad day thing. Okay. Burns says, will you record the oil trading conference so I can buy it and watch it after this weekend? No. But Burns, why don't you just sign up for the entire oil trading course? And you can have as long as you want to complete it. We meet tomorrow, and I'm going to set up the technical methodology for trading oil. So now we're moving into the charts. And then for the next few weeks, or a couple of weeks, we're going to meet in the mornings and actually do this together. Bernd, I might have you do one of the trading days where we watch you trade oil based on the techniques we've discussed. Okay? But for the people that don't have much time and don't have much money, the crash course is perfect for you. You can get 10 weeks of information in 3 days. Denise says, it feels so good to be trading in the correct direction. Yeah, it's an epiphany, right? That's probably, I mean, that you've been seeing how to do that now for a few months, right? And it's nice to finally find home, isn't it? Sure, Bernd. You know, I think of, there's a video, how does it go? Bum ba bum 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 ba da 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 da. Right? There's a video where there's a young girl. She doesn't fit into society because she wants to be a bumblebee. She's wearing a bumblebee outfit and tap shoes and little things on her head. And she goes from place to place and she feels like an outcast and people ridicule her and laugh at her. And she feels shamed. And she's going through life, you know, disappointed. And then one day she comes across a field full of green grass and flowers and dozens of people in bumblebee suits, bumblebee costumes, and they're all dancing, and she finds them and they all dance together. That's got to be the feeling of finally, right? Finally finding, I don't know how you would say, like in veritas, the truth through knowledge. And I hope you find it home, Denise. Yeah. John, it's all at fxbootcamp.com. Let me give you the sales pitch. It's $88 for 65 hours of hardcore, legit foreign exchange trading. You get a little piece of my Harvard education for $88 a year. And then you can upgrade your account. It's a whopping $99 a month for the swing trading group. To get you fixed, that's peanuts. Peanuts. It's ridiculous how affordable that is, in my humble opinion. So I'll leave you to it. I'm going to go cry for a few hours. And I'll see you guys tonight in my day trading group. And I'll see everybody else in the morning. Where can I sign up for 99 bucks? You got to join fxbootcamp.com. That's $88 a year. You have to pay every year. And then add the swing trading group, which is, yep, another $99, but per month. No, Milos, you can't do that. Look, there's one or the other. So, Milos, if you need to, wait till the end of the term and then upgrade then. But the subscription software doesn't think like what you're asking it to. No. Okay. Okay. No, you won't get double billed, Michael. The only way you can get double billed is if you subscribe with 2 different email addresses. And if you're doing stuff like that, you're overthinking life way too much. And my guess is you're overcomplicating your trading as well. Pay it or don't pay it. That's right. Or wait till the end of the term and then upgrade. But when you upgrade, it cancels your swing trading group membership, and now you have the day trading group, which includes the swing trading group, which includes, right? You see what I mean? Yeah. But don't overcomplicate it. All right. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. I appreciate everything that you're doing. And I hope you find the success you're looking for. And then, of course, what you're going to have to do very quickly is create new dreams, because you're not far away from achieving the dreams you have now. And you think it's funny, but I'm telling you, you're going to need bigger dreams. You'll wait. Trust me. You're going to go through the same process many other people before you have gone through. In the beginning, you're like, you want to make money. Okay, you'll make money. Then what? Oh, I want to buy a Rolex. Okay, buy a Rolex. Then what? I want to buy a fancier car. Okay, then what? Oh. Let's see. Now you run your own business. You have no boss. You have no accounts receivable. You have no accounts payable. You're taxed beautifully. You're making money. You buy the things that you think are interesting. Then you find out they're not interesting. And then what? Then what? And you're going to find the people around you start treating you differently. We don't use PayPal, Singh. The people around you are going to start treating you differently. Maybe your spouse loves you more. Maybe they hate you more. Your neighbors will look at you differently. Your buddies will treat you differently. It's weird how money affects things. So some of my friends are interesting because some of my friends have regular jobs. They make good money for a career. But then other friends of mine, they have tens of millions of dollars that they've made in the last couple of decades. And it gets interesting how it impacts friendships. It's really strange where one friend is thinking about, well, how do I afford going on vacation with all my other friends? We have to fly to Hawaii and we got to take our kids and, oh boy, it's probably $1,500 per ticket per kid. You're like, oh my God. And then you got to pay for the hotel. Oh my God. And the other guys just jump on a private jet. One of my friends owns his own plane, and they just fly. They're like, let's just go. Let's all party in Hawaii. And right? One group is going to drop $100,000 and the other one's trying to figure out how to do it for $5,000. It's really interesting how it could impact a lot of relationships in your life in good ways and in challenging ways. But it's nice to have a new set of challenges in life. You don't want to have to worry about how to pay the phone bill every month. Forex is your way out. But remember, you're going to achieve your dreams quickly because they're complicated, tough dreams now, but you'll achieve them, and then you'll need new ones. And the new ones you can't comprehend yet. You wait. You're going to go through it. One of my first success stories at FX Bootcamp, she had a great job. She was making good money, but she didn't love the job. And she worked for about a year and a half with FX Bootcamp and was doing very well. She was a very hard worker, very dedicated. And then she was making enough money that she did this. She bought her parents a car, quit her job, and then she was American of Korean descent, so she went to Korea and was with like some form of Korean monks. She wanted to reaffirm her cultural heritage and realign her satellites because she didn't know what to do with the rest of her life now that she was a successful Forex trader. You go through times like that. What's the meaning of your friends? What's the meaning of your life? What are you going to do now? How are you going to handle your success? How do you reprogram yourself? And it's a challenge. And I welcome you to those new challenges in your future. That's so much better to deal with that challenge than how do you pay your phone bill, right? We'll get you there. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May our profits